Kia ora, lovely Scorpio. This is your reading for the new moon in Libra happening tomorrow here. It's the 13th today. So let's get your reading out. Thank you for joining me, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. It's all wonderful stuff. It's an engagement and I love that. So thank you. Take what resonates as always, leave what doesn't. And we do go through and clarify. Always clarify the initial cards with a few other decks. I've got a rock, mineral, crystal card face down, so we'll pull that out at the end of this reading and let us see. Scorpio, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Am I repeating myself? Possibly I am. Okay. So we've got this new moon in Libra and a solar eclipse. We've also got, I think, this weekend Mars entering Scorpio. So that brings a bit of heat into the atmosphere, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get into it. Scorpio. We come out here with the Two of Wands. We know what our resources are. We know what we're going to do with them, or we're thinking about it. We're just surveying the savannah at the moment, and there's a decision or a choice, that is going to be made. In the Thoth deck, it's called Dominion because it is about your personal sovereignty, actually, and authority. We then have another beautiful card of the Two of Cups, harmony, balance, reciprocity, beauty, contracts, soul contracts, commitments, contracts with others in our lives, the relationships that we have, commitments we make to those relationships or that we make to ourselves. This is a beautiful card. It is one of my favourite cards. Oh, it's so lovely. Then we come to, so you're in a good position, you've got a lot of resources at hand. You've got some good connections with other people. And you very well may be feeling that at this current time you've got a really good balance within yourself, Scorpio. We then have the Five. All fives are a bit challenging. The Five of Swords. You might have felt that possibly for some of you, that you've let yourself down somewhere, or that maybe there's an external situation, people, person, scenario that you feel let down by, or that there's a little element of deception. Of course, external things can be related back to is it happening within you or is it happening out there? This is always the question. So the Five of Swords can be a difficult card in that sense. But when we move through it, or that it moves through us, there is a level of changing our perspective on something, or a conflict resolution of sorts, So it's actually really good. Then we have what is called art in the Thoth deck, and it is the Temperance card. So we're looking at an alchemical process occurring. Look, this is a really nice lineup. It's a really, excuse me, Scorpio, an interesting lineup of cards. So let's go through. We'll clarify here. Pardon me. We'll clarify the Two of Wands for Scorpio. Dominion. Interesting. Okay. There could be an issue here with, as I said before, you might be feeling more balanced internally. Are you trusting that feeling? because I would suggest trust it. You might think, am I being delusional or what? Trust that feeling. We're looking at the Two of Wands. We get the Two of Swords. Now we're making a choice here, or a decision, whatever, based on what we feel. It's not what we're seeing. It's not what we're seeing. It's what we're feeling. So go with that, Scorpio, if that was the case. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, very benevolent queen, but when is in its lowest polarity can be very difficult. Very, very, what's the word? Like depriving, you know? So we've got this, you know, the benevolent queen can also punish. But it may well be there's an aspect of within this queen, possibly Scorpio, that you can relate to. Anywho, let's keep going. Two of Cups, this beautiful card of love. Two of Cups. Oh, Two of Cups, please. Can we just have a clarifying card? Oh, we have the Hierophant, the beautiful Hierophant. You know, yeah, it's interesting. Look, I see the Hierophant. We know the Hierophant to be traditionally the Pope. We get given a key here. Now, how that key is delivered, who would know? It's delivered with great concern and care, I would think, when we're looking at that Two of Cups. But, you know, it can represent mentors in your life, Scorpio. It can represent just spiritual information that is for you. Now, where you receive or how you receive that is left up for a big fat question mark, isn't it? But we're seeing here that this is an enlightening moment. It's to be utilized. It's to be taken and used. We've got keys. We've got the ability here to be informed by something more. All right, with this Two of Cups. Hierophant, there's an understanding. There's the hand, you know, the hand gesture is, that's it. Right, so Five of Swords, if this makes sense, Scorpio. Five of Swords, it can be very conflictual. Oh, look. Five of Swords, yes, it is conflictual. There's a conflict in here. We see this as a confirmation of that. It's not something that you cannot overcome, Scorpio. What is the key to overcoming this? And is it simply an internal conflict? Or is it conflict you're banging up against some organization, whether it's institution or workplace or whatever? Look, we've got the Emperor coming out, looking at that Hierophant. We have the Emperor, strong, strong Emperor. I keep going back to the idea that it's not what you're seeing around you, but it's what you're feeling is the thing that you can actually trust. Now, I'm not talking about emotional, dramatic outbursts. I'm not talking about emotions that sort of pass and morph and change. I'm talking about what you're feeling. Now, you observe your body. You observe areas of your body. You forensically discern what is happening in your body. What are you feeling in relation to whatever this is going on in your life at this time? That's what I mean by it's not what you see, it's what you're feeling, Scorpio. With that Emperor, look, I mean, there's some deception here, and I do think it's external, Scorpio. And it's coming from It's coming from an institution or an organization or a government, something big like that. That's what it feels like. The thing is here, and you might be standing up for that or whatever. I don't know. It starts to get confusing. We then have death, which is a beautiful card of transformation. There's something shifting here. You're trusting yourself more, Scorpio. If you found it difficult, you're learning that. Learning to. And having respect for that. Having respect for that, for your abilities. We're looking at temperance here. We're looking at divine timing, the alchemizing of something, of a situation, of an aspect of yourself, Scorpio. An alchemization, the cooking pot. It's a real stubborn element in here. A stubborn energy. What am I missing out here? What am I missing out? Scorpio. So we're looking at temperance, right? Divine timing. It's something's cooking away and it's not quite ready. You might be getting frustrated too. We've got 3 cards that have come out here. What am I missing is what I'm saying. What am I missing in this reading? Because there's something really important going on in here. What am I missing? We get, firstly, the 5 of Cups. We're not, in some ways, we're seeing 3 spilt cups. We're seeing sorrow, melancholy. We can turn, we can shift our perspective if we choose to and see those 2 of Cups. I think that you've done that. We then have the 7 of Wands, standing up for our principles. We make sure that we're on even ground, that we've got both shoes on, and we stand up for our personal integrity, Scorpio. There's something about this in here, and your personal integrity involves trusting yourself. And that brings you into a whole new cycle here. This is why temperance is here. It's only a matter of time. This is why death is here. It's a massive transformation. It's really amazing. Can we get a Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy Oracle for Scorpio, please? Just for a glimmer, because the Pixies and Fairies give us a glimmer. We have the Singer of Healing. There is healing going on within here also. Healing, healing, Scorpio. Now, Rock Mineral Crystal card was face down. We turn it up. Wow. Because, as I said at the beginning, I didn't know what this was either. At the beginning of the reading, I mentioned Mars is going into Scorpio. I believe it's over the weekend. In this Rock Mineral Crystal deck, we have the 4 elements as well. Now, at Scorpio, we do get fire. Passionate creation, travel, and courage. This is part of this. All of this is having courage. Believe in yourself at this time. And your special qualities, let's just put it that way. On that note, Scorpio, ka kite, thank you so much. Take good care at this time. Wherever you are in the world, take good care. Ka kite, bye.